So now we will talk in the last class we have talked about the Ganapati Deva. Now we will see about the Rudramadevi. Rudramadevi 1263 to 1289 CE. Rudramadevi was second great woman ruler in the history of the medieval India after Razia Sultana. 26 years of Rudramadevi's rule, 1263 to 1289. 26 years of 26 years of Rudramadevi's rule achieved many milestones. She became a terror to the contemporary Yadava rulers. As Ganapati Deva was having no male children, he provided complete training to his daughter. He provided complete training to his daughter Rudramadevi in running army and statecraft. Under her father's capable guidance, she learned state management. From the year 1289 CE onwards, she discharged her duties in full form. Rudramadevi was wife of Chalukya Veerabhadra. Rudramadevi was wife of Chalukya Veerabhadra. She ruled her subjects in just manner. She crushed the revolts of her cousins Harihara and Murari. A large number of epigraphs and literature of contemporary period are providing details about the political and other aspects of Rudramadevi's reign. Her abilities are well appreciated by Marco Polo, the Venice traveler. In his account, she was a dynamic lady. Her kingdom was rich in all fields. Rudramadevi's rule was well supported by many capable officials, ministers, and commanders. Kayastha's chief Jennigadeva, Tripurari, Gonaganna Reddy, Raicherla Prasaditya, Malayala Gundia, Induluri Annaya, Viriyala Suri, etc. That is Kayastha chief Jannigadeva, Tripurari, Gonaganna Reddy, Raicherla Prasaditya, Malayala Gundia, Induluri Annaya, and Viriyala Suri, etc. She should crush and defeat the Pandya, Ganga, Yadava rulers when they tried to attack on the Kakatiya territories. They underestimated her ability, but she has shown her power in the battlefield. The Kalinga ruler Narasimha I and his son Kalinga Bhanudeva has suffered humiliating defeat in the hands of the Rudramadevi's army. Puttinayaka and Pulinayaka, the generals of Rudrama, had played a significant role in this victory. That is Puttinayaka and Pulinayaka. Due to this victory, her authority was well established over the Godavari region. The Yadava king Mahadeva was contemporary of Rudramadevi. He invaded the Kakatiya territories, underestimating the Rudrama's power. She defeated and chased the Yadava forces up to the forts of Devagiri, up to the fort walls of Devagiri. Pratapacharitam of Ekamranatha. Pratapacharitam of Ekamranatha described this historic victory of Rudramadevi. Hemadri, the court poet of Yadava king Mahadeva, gave entirely wrong information about the victory of Rudrama's force over the Yadava king Hemadri. The contemporary epigraphs and coins of Kakatiyas are supporting the defeat of Yadava army. Rudrama's commander-in-chief, Raicherla Prasaditya, has played a key role in this victory. Velugotivari Vamshahavali described the Prasaditya as Kakatiya Raja Sthapanacharya and Raja Pitamahanaga. The epigraph of Tallapadu also described the defeat of Yadava king in the hands of Rudrama's army. That is, see who is the commander-in-chief of Rudramadevi? Raicherla Prasaditya. Raicherla Prasaditya has played an important role in this victory. Velugotrivari Vamshahali described Prasaditya as Kakatiya Raja Sthapanacharya and Raja Pita Mahanayaka. The epigraph of Tallapadu also described the defeat of Yadava king in the hands of Rudrama's armies and a friendly treaty between the two kingdoms. This also led to the dawn of the matrimonial alliances between the Kakatiyas and the Yadavas. Ellanna Deva, member of Yadava family, married to Rudrama's daughter, Yadava Mahadeva's relative Sarangapani, also became the good friend of Rudramamba. So, Yellanna Deva, member of Yadava family, married to the Rudrama's daughter. Yadava Mahadeva's relative, Sarangapani, also became a good friend of Rudramamba. The revolt of Kayastha's Ambadeva. The members of Kayastha family were very attractive and loyal to the Rudramadevi at the commencement of her rule. The members of the Kayastha family were very active and loyal to the Rudramadevi at the commencement of her rule. They were masters of Kadapa or Murjavadi region. They were the masters of Kadapa or Murjawadi region. Kayastha Janniga was its ruler. Kayastha Janniga was its ruler. Janniga Deva successor Tripurari was very loyal to the Rudrama, but Kayastha Ambadeva, who became the head of the Kadapa in the year 1272 CE, was very ambitious person. He was not willing to continue as a subordinate to the Rudramamba. So he decided to gather many local rulers against the Kakatiya's sovereign power. His victories are well described in his Tripurantakam inscription. He also defeated many supporters of Rudrama. In the year Ambadeva he did not like, he is not willing to continue as a subordinate to the Rudramamba. So he decided to gather the many local rulers against the Kakatiya's sovereign power. His victories are well described in his Tripurantakam inscription. He also defeated many supporters of Rudrama. In the year he engineered a revolt against Rudramamba. This attitude of Ambadeva was not tolerated by Rudrama, so she decided to punish him. With a big army, Rudramamba, under the commandership of Mallikarjuna Nayaka, marched on to the Ambadeva, but she lost her life in her attempt. Estimation of Rudramadevi. According to the Chenduputla epigraph issued by the Puvula Munmadi, a servant of Mallikarjuna Nayaka, the commander of the Rudrama, along with the Queen Rudrama, died along with the Queen Rudrama died in the battle fought with Ambadeva. She was most capable, brave, talented ruler among the Kakatiyas. She assumed the title Raya Gajakesari, which she also recognized her army. She repaired the rock fort of Varangal fort. She also constructed steps of the fort and made Varangal fort more stronger than earlier times. As she was not blessed with male children, her grandson Kumara Prataparudra or Prataparudra II, son of Rudrama's eldest daughter Mummadamma, Rudrama's eldest daughter Mummadamma, ascended the throne of Kakatiya kingdom. There comes the Prataparudra II. Prataparudra II was the last Kakatiya ruler. He was also well trained by his grandmother in the management of the state and armed forces, but during his period a new enemy attacked the Varangal in the form of Delhi Sultan. On the eve of his accession to the throne, the situation in the kingdom was not satisfactory. Internal revolts and external enemies became a big threat to the integrity of the Kakatiya power. Tripurari II, the son of Ambadeva, was revolted against the Kakatiya king. Under these critical conditions, Prataparudra has exhibited a great spirit of heroism. He organized his army and Nayankara Yadava and Pandyan rulers. He organized his army and Nayankara Yadava and Pandyan rulers. Prataparudra II deputed his commander Kolanu Munumagamaya, son of Kolani Somamantri and Induluri Annaya, to punish Ambadeva and his allies. That is, Prataparudra II deputed his commander Kolanu Munumagaya, the son of Kolanu Somamantri and Induluri Annaya, to punish the Ambadeva and his allies. In the battle fought in the year 1291 CE at Muttukuru, Ambadeva suffered a humiliating defeat. He escaped Mulkinadu. Ambadeva's principality was annexed to its Ambadeva suffered a humiliating defeat. He escaped to the Mulkinadu. Ambadeva's principality was annexed into the Kakatiya kingdom. After this victory, Kakatiya forces marched on to the Nelluru. The king of Nelluru The king of Nelluru was Rajaganda Gopala, and his ally, the Pandyan ruler, were defeated. Next, under the commandership of Gonavittala, the Kakatiya army attacked Ambadeva's another ally, the Yadava ruler. The rival was defeated by the Gonavittala, the commandership of Gonavittala. Krishna, Tungabhadra, Doyap region and up to the Devagiri passed into the control of the Kakatiya king. Muslim invasions from the north caused a great damage to the Hindu kingdoms of the south. Yadavas, Hoysalas, Kakatiyas and Pandyas suffered greatly due to the Muslim invasions. During the reign of Prataparudra, the Delhi Sultanate armies attacked Varangal on 8 occasions. Pratapa Charitra of Ekamranatha supports it. The first Delhi Sultanate attack on Varangal took place in the year 1303 CE. The Alauddin Khilji general Malik Fakhruddin and Juna Khan led this army, but they suffered a serious defeat at the Battle of Upparapalli. The dynamic Kakatiya generals Pothuganti Aili and Recharla Venna has played a key role in this victory. That is, Kakatiyan generals Pothuganti Aili and Recharla Venna has played a key role in this victory. This is also supported by the Velugotivari Vamsavali. This is also supported by the Velugotivari Vamsavali. The defeat of Alauddin Khilji's forces in 1303 CE encouraged the Sultan to try his luck once again on Warangal. In the year 1309 CE, the Delhi Sultanate forces has invaded on Warangal second time. Malik Kafur, the most capable commander of Alauddin Khilji, led the army. Malik Kafur. So Prataparudra II, after a heroic fight, was defeated by the Sultan's army. He became a subordinate to the Delhi Sultan. According to the contemporary accounts of Muslim scholars, this victory forced the Kakatiya king to pay huge tribute to Delhi Sultan, which was carried on thousands camels by Sultan men. That is, according to the contemporary accounts of the Muslim scholars, this victory forced the Kakatiya king to pay huge tribute to the Delhi Sultan, which was carried on 1,000 camels by Sultan's men. Revolt by local rulers against Prataparudra. Against Prataparudra II. Revolt by local rulers against the Prataparudra II. The defeat of Prataparudra II in the hands of the Delhi Sultan's forces encouraged the subordinates and local chiefs of Kakatiya to revolt against him. Kayastha Mallideva and Ranganatha Nelluru were the most powerful subordinate Kakatiya rulers who led their revolts. Prataparudra II. This Kayastha Mallideva and Ranganatha of Nelluru were most powerful subordinate Kakatiya rulers who led the revolts against the Prataparudra II. Prataparudra II deputed a huge army under the commandership of Juttaya Lenka Gonkaya Reddy. The Kakatiya general defeated Mallideva and killed him in the battle. The Kakatiya general defeated the Mallideva and killed him in the battle. After this victory, Prataparudra II made few attempts to improve the state of his revenue. In the year 1316 CE, Alauddin Khilji died in Delhi. This gave a chance to the internal fight at Delhi for the throne. Taking this situation as an advantage, Prataparudra II declared his sovereign power and stopped the payment of annual tribute to Delhi Sultan. But Mubarak Shah's son and successor of Alauddin Khilji dispatched a powerful contingent under the Khusru Khan to punish the disobedient Prataparudra II. The Kakatiya ruler was defeated and he once again accepted the overlordship of Delhi Sultan. Changing of ruling dynasty took place at Delhi in the year 1320 CE. The rule of Khiljis was replaced by Tughlaqs. In 1320 CE, the rule of Khilji was replaced by the Tughlaqs. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq founded the rule of new dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty. Once again, Prataparudra II revolted against the Delhi Sultan. He stopped payment of tribute. So, in the year 1323 CE, the Ulugh Khan, son of Ghiyasuddin, attacked Warangal kingdom, Ulugh Khan. The fight between both the parties lasted months, but the Delhi Sultan's forces won the final tussle. Prataparudra II, along with some of his officials and generals, became captive. On his way to Delhi, he escaped from the control of the Delhi Sultan men, jumping into the Kaveri river. With him, the rule of Kakatiyas came to an end in Telangana and Andhra Desha. Uruvallu was captured and it was named as Sultanpur by Delhi Sultan. That is about the Rudramadevi and Prataparudra. So, if you look at the administrative system, Kakatiyas are known for sound and popular administration. They too followed the age-old system of tradition in the statecraft. Monarchy is a form of government. The Kakatiyas are also known for sound and popular administration. They too followed the age-old system of tradition in statecraft. Monarchy is the form of government. There was no uniform opinion among the historians regarding the nature of Kakatiya polity. Burton's eminent American historian described the Kakatiya polity very closely resembled the segmentary state features of Vijayanagara Chola period, but his view was not supported by his native historians. C.V. Ramachandra Rao, an eminent scholar, said there is no similarity between the Kakatiya polity and the Chola segmentary state aspect. Another famous historian, Romila Thapar, described the Kakatiya state as a metropolitan state, like Mauryan state. Most of the scholars described that decentralized monarchy is the core of Kakatiya's administration. Kakatiyas divided their administration into different units. General government, central government's control was well established over the provincial, district, village units. King was assisted in administration by different ministers and officials. At the Central Council, Pradhani, Pragada, Amatya, Mantri, Senadipati were important members. The feudatory kings were well respected. They were taken into confidence by the ruler. The Kakatiya kings divided their administration into 72 niyogas or departments. Purushartha Saram of Shivadevaya. Purushartha Saram of Shivadevaya is supporting the above information. The chief on these 72 departments was known as Bahattara Niyogadipati. That is, the chief of these 72 departments was known as Bahattara Niyogadipati. The king himself used to preside over the meetings of the council. The king himself used to preside over the meetings of the council. An inscription dated 1313 CE from Sri Shailam of Prataparudra II period is giving details about provinces, Rashtras, Nandus, Sthalas, Gramas, etc. Kammanadu, Pakanadu, Renadu, Mulkinadu, Venginadu, Nathawadi, and Shabbinadu, Prolinadu, Velanadu are mentioned. In Warangal district epigraphs, Hanmakonda, Mattewada, Korugallu are mentioned as sthalas. Each sthala roughly consisted of 20 villages. Prataparudra II introduced Nayankara system. Nayanakara system. Military officers were appointed as in charges of mandalams. These officers were known as Nayakas. The Nayakas used to collect the revenue from the village under their control. After utilizing little share for their maintenance of armed forces, they used to make remaining to Pratapa Charitra mentioned 72. They used to see after the utilizing the little share for their maintenance of armed forces, they used to make remaining to the king. The Pratapa Charitra mentioned 72 Nayakas served under the Prataparudra II, the Bahattara Niyogadipati, like that. So each Nayaka has each Nayaka was the head of a fort. Prataparudra II kept 1/4 of the land under each Nayaka. Each Nayaka used to pay annual fixed amount to the king. Under Vijayanagara rulers, the Nayanakara system continued as Amaranayakara system. Amaram means non-perishable, that is land. Nayanakara system, that is non-perishable land. Amaram means non-perishable land. Nayaka, military chief, or Kara means tax. Nayaka means military leader, and Kara means tax. So Amaranayankara system. Village administration. Village stood as the lowest unit of the entire administrative system of the Kakatiyas. Each village requirements are taken care by the 12 Ayagars or village servants. Karanam, Reddy, Purohita, blacksmith, goldsmith, etc. served the villages with their services. They served each member of the village in their own capacity. These Ayagars were given Manya lands or Mira in crop. That is, these Ayagars were given Manya lands or Mira in crop. Taxes were exempted to them. Karnam, Reddy, Talari are chief government servants. If you look at the military organization, Kakatiya rulers maintained efficient and huge army. It consisted of Chaturanga Balas. They built many forts. Old forts were renovated. Nayakas were given villages. They are known as Nayaka Sthalas. In Prataparudra's Niti Sara, the details regarding the allotment of villages to the Nayakas was described. Each Nayaka maintained large number of horses. Gajasahani was the chief of the elephantry wing. Ashwasahani was the head of the cavalry wing. During the Ganapati Deva's period, Kayastha Ganga Sahani held the post of Ashwasahani. Jayappa also worked as Gajasahani. In the army of Prataparudra II, 100 elephants, 20,000 cavalry, 9 lakhs infantry forces were there. Lenkas worked as the bodyguards of the king Lenkas. Marco Polo described their rare qualities. The Kakatiya armed forces exhibited their courage by facing the mighty armies Hoysalas, Yadava, Pandya, and Delhi Sultanate. So, this is all about the military organization. The judicial system of Kakatiyas is based on the age-old principles of the ancient and medieval political thinkers and legal experts. The king was assisted in discharging of his legal duties by the legal experts. The court was referred as Dharmasthanam or Dharmashasanam in the contemporary sources. At the village level, Karanam, Reddy, Talari exercised the judicial and police powers. They also maintained the law and order. References are there in the few Kakatiya epigraphs about the civil and criminal cases of this period. References are there in the few Kakatiya epigraphs about the civil and criminal cases of this period. An epigraph dated 1214 CE from the Duggirala, Guntur district referred about the Brundari dispute between the two villages, boundary dispute between the two villages. According to the information, the border or boundary dispute between the village Murama or Pundi or Ivari. See, according to the information, the border or boundary dispute between the village Murama, Pundi or Ivari, the people of village requested the king Ganapati Deva to settle the dispute. The king deputed his ministers Mallapparaju, and Rudraraju to settle the dispute. They approached the head of the village and Mahajanas. After listening their view, Suravaraju of Ivami village was appointed as judge to settle the dispute. Suravaraju of Ivami village was appointed as a judge to settle the dispute. Suravaraju. The Suravaraju solved it with his experience in an amicable way. Another epigraph from the Karimnagar dated 1246 CE of Ganapati Deva's reign described the issue of Gonugu Kalua between the neighboring two villages. This issue was solved by the Ravidatta Natha Deva and Hinga Deva. Finally, Finally, the issue is solved. The village people of Chamanapalli, Kummari Kunta, Devanapalli, Katta Kottapalli accepted and honored the king's orders. This bench is also known as Apratishta Sabha. Social conditions. The society of the Kakatiya age was also known for its uniqueness. Contemporary sources are providing information about the social structure. Brahmins, Vaishyas, Sudras are in majority. During this period, several new social groups has emerged. Kridabhiramam of Vinukonda Vallabharaya giving details about the Ashtadasha Urkulas lived within the Varangal fort. Kakatiyas were Shudras. Large number of Samayas are formed. The Samaya of Brahmins was known as Mahajanas. Samaya of Vaishyas was known as Nakaram. The Samaya of Panchavarmavuru, the Samaya of Panchavarmavaru was described as Sami Numanivaru. See, the Samaya of Panchavarmavaru was described as Sami Numanivaru. Samaya of Panchavarmavaru are described as Sami Numanivaru. Each caste association elected senior-most member as their head. He used to take all important decisions related to his caste. The members used to pay taxes to the head. He was the supreme head in all legal matters. Brahmins and military chiefs received many donations from kings and their officials. So, also caste system. Contemporary Telugu works such as Kridabhiramam, Vinukonda Vallabharaya, Pratapa Charitra, Ekamranatha, and few inscriptions of Kakatiyas provide useful information about the caste and subcaste of this age. Vaishyas, Telikas or oil mongers, and Gullas, sales, barbers, potters, blacksmiths, boyas, Medharas or basket makers, and Gandlas, Upparas, Masaos, etc. are mentioned in the epigraphs and literature. Veerashaivism became very popular during this period. Among the Veerashaivites, Lingayats, Balijas and Jangamas earned a special place. That is, among the Veerashaivites, Lingayats, Balijas and Jangamas earned a special place. Among the Vaishnavites, Nambudiris, Satanis, Dasaris also received popularity in the society. Child marriages, Devadasi system, Sati system, child marriages, Devadasi system, Sati system, polygamy, Kanya Shulkam, prostitution, etc. prevailed in the society. In Kritabhiramam, the author described the different streets of Fort Varangal, such as Velipalem, Medharivada, Angadi Veedi, Mettavada, etc. Even costumes like Jewels of Rams, puppet shows, dances, singing cockfights are enjoyed by people. Their army also consisted of soldiers from all the caste and group. Even costumes like Jewels of Rams, puppet show, dances, singing cockfights are enjoyed by the people. Their army also consisted of soldiers from all the caste and the group. In administration also representation was given to all the caste on the basis of the merit. So this is about the social conditions, and about the economic conditions. The Kakatiya kingdom was known for its state of prosperity. Agriculture was encouraged by the kings. Golusu Cheruvulu were constructed in all the parts of the kingdom. Due to the Ganapati Deva's glorious military achievements over the coastal Andhra, huge amount of land revenue or tribute reached the royal exchequer. Besides land revenue, house tax, taxes on exports, imports, grasslands, weekly fairs, traders, oilmongers, bullock carts, perikas were charged by the tax collectors and customs officials. Marco Polo's account also referred about the various port duties collected on the traders. Trade articles by port officials at Motupalli port. Agriculture stood as primary occupation of the majority of the population during the Kakatiya age. Agricultural land was derived into two categories, are Magani and Mitta. Regular architecture fields are called as Achukattu Bhumulu. Land tax was known as Ari. Land was divided into two categories, Magani and Mitta. Regular agricultural fields are called as Achukattu Bhumulu. Land tax was known as Ari. Food crops were cultivated in Magani fields. Rain-fed crops are cultivated in Mitta lands. The Kakatiya kings and their officials cleared many forest areas and converted them into agricultural fields. They granted tax concessions on such lands. New villages were founded. Warangal city was founded. According to an inscription dated 1303 CE of Pratapurudra II's period, states that Ganapati Deva's sister Kundamamba has built a village named Kundavaram in the present Chennur, Adilabad. She also, Kundamamba, Ganapati Deva's sister Kundamamba has built a village named Kundavaram in the present Chennur, Adilabad. She also built a tank named Kunda Samudram in this new village. During the reign of Kakatiya rulers, villages and towns such as Ganapavaram, Ghanpur, Mahadevapur, Rudravaram, Bayaram, Muppavaram, even in the names of royal family women, etc., were founded. Among the agricultural taxes, Siddhayam or Sangam, Pannu, Kanika, Darshanam, Niruvidi, Ardhyayam, Pullari, grasslands are mentioned in the contemporary sources. That is, among the agricultural taxes, Siddhayam or Sangam, Pannu, Kanika, Darshanam, Niruvidi, Ardhyayam, Pullari, grassland are mentioned in the contemporary sources. Temple lands donated to the Brahmins and villages given to the Ayagars were exempted from paying taxes to the state. That is, temple lands donated to the Brahmins and villages given to the Ayagars were exempted from paying taxes to the state. About the this is all about the economic system. This is about the economic systems.